Hello and welcome back for another Penny Dreadful video. There's a new season, and this season, Hogaak Arisen Necropolis is legal. A card that ruled Modern first summer and then got banned. It also got Bridge from Low banned. Now, Bridge from Low is also legal this season, but I don't think that's actually a good combination to put together with Hogaak. I'm combining it with Creeping Chill. So I've had quite a lot of success with this list. I just think that the modern Hogaak lists had Gravecrawler, Bloodghast, Vengevines, creatures that can easily come back from the graveyard over and over, and it can come back at any point in your turn. As a recursive threat, we only have Icarid, which is very good, but is more suited for racing, and I think Creeping Chill fits that plan better. So I've gone for a black-green deck. I have Putrid Imps to discard my Dredgers, because I do have Stinkwood Imp and Golgari Grave Troll. And then I have Llanowar Mentor, also to discard Dredgers. This card's actually really sweet, I think, and a big reason to want to play this deck, because the the green-black version has the best turn 1 enablers. Red is playing Insolent Neonate, and Insolent Neonate doesn't let you cast Hogaak. And the thing that this deck wants to do is consistently cast Hogaak on turn 2. But it lets you discard a card and it makes a 1/1. And it's a green 1/1 that makes mana, but it can also be tapped to cast your Hogaak. So it is quite good. And then the nice thing about what this also does is it lets you make land drops or make mana. Normally you just dredge and you have no loam in this format, so you can't actually build up a mana base. But with this Llanowar Mentor, you can make dudes, and then at some point you can actually cast Golgari Grave Troll. And that's just a big boy too. So in the grinding games, that can be useful. I actually added a Green Seeker, which does something somewhat similar. It doesn't make a dude, which is, I think, less good, but it gets you a land. The dude is good because you can convoke a Hogaak, but the land is kind of sweet because, like I said, you can still develop your mana even when you're just dredging. I didn't have this originally. I was looking for more discard outlets, and then I found this. And I think I might even want to go up one more just to make the turn 2 Hogaak as consistent as I can, because that's what I want to do in this format. I want to play turn 2 Hogaak, and then I want to smack them for 8. They go down to 12, and then I just need to find a way to mill my entire deck or get some chip damage in with Icarid, and then I kill them, because 20 minus 8 is 12, and Creeping Chill times 4 is also 12, so that's a combo of sorts. Now, we also have Altar of Dementia to sacrifice our Hogaak, mill 8 cards, potentially cast our Hogaak again, look for the Creeping Chills, and try and go off. In the modern version, you had bridges, and that's why people are also trying Bridge from Low with Hogaak, because we have the altar. But if you only have Hogaak to continually sacrifice, I don't think it's that good. Bridge get exiles to a Stiff Breeze. I really believe in the Creeping Chill. Then we have Satyr Wayfinder and Glowspore Shaman as mill cards on turn 2. Satyr Wayfinder is nice because it gets you a land. Glowspore Shaman barely ever puts a land on top, because hopefully you found a dredger and you're just going to dredge next turn anyway. Then I have one Dregscape Zombie. Now, this is there if you have a turn 1 enabler, you get the dredge, and then maybe you hit the Dregscape Zombie and can help convoke out a Hogaak. I wish I could fit in more, because then maybe that strategy becomes more reliable. I'm thinking maybe I should have even cut this and put in another dredger, but the next best dredger is dredge 3, and that's just not very impressive. So I'm still trying this. Also, late game, it can be nice to have that extra black creature to help convoke out a Hogaak another time if you have an altar out. But this is definitely the weakest spot in the deck. Icarid, I talked about. I do have a reasonably high black creature count, I think. Icarids just come back. They can get sacrificed to the altar to mill yourself some more, and they just eat your opponent. The mana base is pretty straightforward. I have a bunch of forests, a bunch of swamps. Llanowar Waste is an untapped land. Woodland Cemetery is a potential untapped land. But I think the real nice thing about this deck, I think it's kind of cool, is Guildleaf Palace. We're not an elf deck, but we are running Llanowar Mentor and Glowspore Shaman, and now also Green Seeker. So we still have 9 elves in the deck that can potentially give you a turn 1 untapped Guildleaf Palace. And it's quite relevant to have turn 1 black and turn 1 green for Putrid Imp and for the Llanowar Mentor and the Green Seeker. So I think Guildleaf Palace is a lot better than Woodland Cemetery, because if it's your only land, then Guildleaf Palace is a lot better, I think. Moving over to the sideboard, I've made some changes. I'm running an Ancient Grudge. I can't cast the front side of Ancient Grudge, but only the back side, the flashback one. But it's nice to have an answer that I can dredge into. It's the same with Ray of Revelation. I didn't have this before, but this is mostly there because people have started running Knight of Souls Betrayal, which is pretty effective at stopping most of your creatures. And if most of your creatures can't get back, it's very difficult to convoke out a Hogaak. So that's why this is here. Then Guttural Response is more for High Tide. I saw Datrobino, I might be butchering your name, sorry, run this and suggest this. And I think it's good, but it's very narrow to just have it for High Tide. And I think I don't want to board it in versus the control decks or counterspell decks. I don't care about that. But it is very good against High Tide. So I'm trying to Bone Shards is some creature removal and it lets you discard. Duresses, because Duress is just good. It's good versus random hates. If you don't know what your opponent is boarding into, it's always good to have a couple Duresses. The Natural States, this is mostly for Wheel of Sun and Moon. I don't board these in against Lantern of Insight. I feel like it's a losing game if I blow up their Lantern of Insight and they exile my graveyard anyway. It would have cost me a card. I'd much rather just force them to pop it and then try and rebuild afterwards. And then I added 2 Ground Seal. The reason for this is I don't have any cards in my deck, as far as I can tell, that actually want to target cards in my graveyard. But there's lots of Cling to Dust and all sorts of other nonsense like Purify the Grave out there. And this protects you fairly well from those type of effects. So that's why I'm running 2 Ground Seal. I also wanted to run a Driven Despair, but I couldn't find a slot for that. This is the deck. That was the sideboard. Let's jump into a league and see how we do. Round 1 up against Carmender. Always a good player and always a good match. You two. I think they just 5-0'd with some sort of Parallax Waveless wave deck. This hand is fairly all in. It's super all in. What we can do is we can play a turn 1 Putrid Imp, discard Stinkweed Imp, Golgari Grave Troll, Icarid, and then dredge the Grave Troll and make a Hogaak with that. I'm gonna do it. I don't know if it's good, but for science and for just showing what this deck can do, even on 1 land, I'm gonna try it. I really wish this was a green-black land, but sadly it's not. If something happens to my Putrid Imp, I might need to just take a draw step. Okay, nothing is gonna happen to my Putrid Imp. Let's discard this. Let's discard this. Let's discard Icarid and untap. This is gonna eat the Stinkweed Imp, and then this is gonna dredge. We found a Hogaak, and I think I just wait. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we do have the turn 2 Hogaak. Hopefully they don't ever move for it. Or Icarid dies. We can still discard this Hogaak to get back the Icarid, which depending on what they do, we might want to consider that. We'll see what this is. Tidal Scholar. Okay. I'll discard Hogaak and I'll discard Golgari Grave Troll. They can take my Llanowar Mentor. The reason I discard Hogaak is I think I just want to race and I'm going to bring back this Icarid by exiling the other Hogaak. That's what we're going to do. Exile Hogaak, dredge Grave Troll. We're looking for Creeping Chills. That's 1. Yes. I'm actually going to discard this Grave Troll just to send this to the sky. So we have an extra point of damage there. Attack with all creatures. Attack for 12. So they're down to 5. The only thing we now need to do is mill the rest of our library if they don't gain any life anywhere. And then we should win. And we win. Nice. So we spent 1 mana this game. We spent 1 mana on a Putrid Imp. And the rest was just triggers. I gotta love that. I had a quick glance over at their sideboard. I think that's fair enough to do from another league. And I noticed that they're not running any real dedicated graveyard hate outside of a couple lanterns. And like I said, I don't think it's worth bringing in natural states for it. I will bring in an Ancient Grudge because I also can blow up their Tide Hollow Scholars and I can force a pop. I'll take out a Dredge Cape Zombie. And I'm tempted to not board anything else. Maybe a Bone Shard can be nice. And then I'll take out a Glowspore Shaman. But I'm not even sure about this, to be honest. You can also take out an Altar. Found Altar to not be as reliable in post-board games. Let's do this. At least we won game 1. So if they somehow have like hate I'm not expecting, I can make some changes. All right. We don't have a 1-drop, which is unfortunate, but we do have 2 good 2-drops. We know that they are running discard, but we're at least protected a little bit from it. Creeping Chill is a blank in an opener, but we're going to keep this. They kept their hand, started on a swamp, so nothing yet. And also no Wheel of Sun and Moon mana. That's a terrible draw, Creeping Chill. All right, just play the Llanowar Wastes. Hope we do not get Tidehollow Scullered, but I imagine we do. Yep, there it is. They'll take our Satyr Wayfinder. And then we only have Glowspore Shaman, which is a lot worse than the Wayfinder. So we need a good draw step. They might also take the Altar if they're really scared of that. But Altar is more of a win more card, I sometimes feel. Like, I have to have stuff going on, and then Altar just turbocharges everything, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't start your engine or nothing. The reason for taking Glowspore Shaman is because Glowspore Shaman can trade with Tidehollow Sculler, and it's better if I sack Glowspore Shaman to Altar because then I get a mill. So they have some decisions, but I think the right decision is to take the Satyr Wayfinder. We'll see what they think. Okay, they took the Glowspore, which I imagine is because that can block their Scholar, and it's better to sack to the Altar. Okay, Putrid Imp is an okay draw. We want to see a Dredger. Oh, we don't, but we do find a Forest. We got milled, 2 Altars, and a Satyr, which I guess I'm happy I'm not drawing the Altars. I would have not minded drawing another Satyr, but Lantern of the Lost, sure. This will just have to slog through. They'll attack for 2. They're not putting a ton of pressure on us, so it's fine. Okay, Grave Troll is a good draw. Play the Altar, play the Putrid Imp, and then smack for 1. This Grave Troll will likely mean that they pop the Lantern, but at least we've got that out of the way. In a sense, drawing this Grave Troll and discarding it is like a natural state, because it's going to force them to pop this. Or maybe they let us dredge, but then we keep the engine going with Putrid Imp. Yeah, I think that's why you shouldn't be boarding natural states for his Lantern. Okay, we take 2. Nadar Selfless Paladin, okay. They venture into the dungeon. They gain a life. I'm gonna discard in my upkeep so my Putrid Imp is flying. We'll see if they want to pop the Lantern. They do. Makes sense, because if they let me dredge and just get back to Grave Troll and they're in the same position next turn. So we want to draw Satyr Wayfinder, I think. Or a Guildleaf Palace. At least next turn we get to cast this this Icarid. Attack with the Putrid Imp. This already goes into the dungeon on attacks. Oh, man. There goes my Icarid. Oh, maybe I should have discarded it. No, I think that's fine. It's unlikely that we get this back anyways. Might be that we're just casting Creeping Chill for a little bit. You're going to scry 1. We're already down to 9. We'll go up a little bit in life after this Creeping Chill. Wasteland Strangler. Sort of nice tech. I'll mill myself. Maybe we get lucky. Okay, Hogaak. It's not nothing, but we don't really have a way to convoke it out, so I need to draw Satyr Wayfinder, Glowspore Shaman. And maybe I should have discarded Creeping Chills. Just a land. Cast this. I guess I'm going to play this as well. Yeah, I think we can just concede this game. I'm not going to get back. They had enough relevant interaction and my hand was bad enough. We get to be on the play this game though, which is good. I think I'll take out 1 Altar. I kind of want to get in an extra Bone Shards. Take out a Glowspore still. This hand doesn't do anything, so we got a mull. Okay, this hand is reasonably good. We just need to hope that they don't have a removal for our Mentor, and then it's really nice. We put back 1 of the Guildleaf Palaces because we're going to reveal the Elf and play the Elf turn 1. If they do have a removal for this, then we need to be top decking fairly well. Llanowar Mentor, go. So the deck is sort of fragile and weaker to removal than most people might think. Oh, looks like they don't have the removal spell. Hopefully they don't have any exile cards. I haven't seen any in the list that they were running previously, but they might have made some changes. Looks like we get to dredge. We hit a Creeping Chill and a Putrid Imp and an Icarid. So let's mill. Let's play Llanowar Waste, and then we don't get to do anything else. So we're setting up for next turn. Don't want to see a Tidehollow Sculler. Feed the Swarm. Okay, that's fine. I wish we still had it, but it's still fine. What we can do now is get back to Icarid and then mill with the Altar. We drew Creeping Chill. It's just a worst draw in the deck. Let's play a Forest. Let's play the Altar. Then we are going to attack with 2 of our dorks. Hit them for 4, and they are at 12 now, so we only need to mill all our creeping chills. I guess we already milled a creeping chill, so that doesn't work. Okay, we have an Icarid that can eat the other Icarid. And if we draw a land, I can just slam a big Grave Troll and potentially mill that to the altar as well. No! That is annoying. And yeah, now they get to eat the Icarid and don't need to really move on our... Oh, they're going to pop it right away. Okay. Well, that's good. It's annoying, but it's fine. And they're also missing a land drop? Or no, not missing a land drop. Glowspore Shaman. Yep. So we go black, green, Glowspore. No, don't want to... Well, maybe or the Golgari Grave Draw. I think it's not worth putting it on top. There's definitely better draws. If it was an untapped land, I would have considered it. But because it's a tap land, it just makes it so slow. Circuit Mender. Sure. Negate 2 life. What do we want to draw? Untapped land. I guess the Grave Troll would die immediately. Yeah. I'm still going to cast it, I think, because it goes to the graveyard. We have our Dredger in the graveyard. Hopefully there's no second Lantern. That would suck. If that happens, I might sack my Glowspore to force something. Not sure. Imagine they don't attack. Oh, they do. Okay. Well, then they probably have another creature. Nothing. Interesting. Let's dredge. Okay, we found our Hogaak. Ooh. I kind of want to cast this Grave Troll as well. It's a little risky. Opens us up to graveyard removal at instant speed, but I don't think they have it. And I am right. They don't. And I'll exile a Mentor and pay for these guys. All right, so we have a big board. I don't know what they have. Maybe they have Answers. Restoration Angel. Yeah, sure. That's cute. I have an 8/8 trample and a 5/5 that can regenerate, but you get to draw a card and gain some life. It's not nothing. It's not nothing, but one thing is more powerful. Now they can be drawn into interaction, of course. Ooh, Vault of the Archangel. Very nice. Gain some life. They're casting Bloodsheath first. Okay. I will mill myself. Oh, we're even attacking. Do they have like Touch the Spirit Realm for the Grave Troll or something else? Spirited Companion. I mean, I cannot attack into that. What I think we'd do is I could dredge the Grave Troll to have another big boy, or the Stinkweed Imp to have a blocker for the Restoration Angel. I think I'm going to go for the big boy. Okay, we hit a Creeping Chill, and we hit a bunch of Icarid. So I really don't want to see anything to remove my graveyard now. Attack with this guy, and I don't want to attack with anything else because then I can't make a Hogaak. They'll chump. Make a big boy, an 11/11 even. Exile this, and another land. And we can also mill them, maybe. Maybe I should start milling them if they have more removal. My graveyard is like stocked, and I don't really need to do anything. Are you gonna Bloodsheath Thirst again? I think I'm gonna start milling them. Yeah, let's do that. That's a real way to win, to be honest. Down to 36. If I have a couple more Grave Trolls, I can definitely win that way. They're gonna keep attacking. Gain some life, draw a card. So what do I do now? I can use this to mill, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'd get another 11/11, but I'm gonna have 4 creatures leave my graveyard, but I'm also gonna dredge more. Let's see. So I have 6 from the Icarids, 5 from this. This is already 11. There's another 11, that's 22. 25, 26. Hogaak is 34. Yeah, I think I should be milling them. That's the nice thing about Altar. You do get to win these games where your opponent goes on the lifelink plan or life game plan. Putrid Imp and another Putrid Imp. And we can also just convoke out Hogaak a bunch. Okay, we hit another Creeping Chill and a Grudge. Ooh, the Grudge also just lets me win by combat. I guess we just do that then. They get to draw, and they can see. We would have been able to mill them out, but this also did the trick. All right, pretty good showing. This was an interesting match, and you saw that Lantern of the Lost is not game over. Against Carmender again, they're doing a new run, so that's fine. This hand is garbage. Let's mull. This is pretty decent, albeit a bit slow. Yeah, let's keep. I think I'm going to put away the Grave Troll. And then I'll just be milling naturally and hoping to hit a Grave Troll. They're saying they don't think this deck can beat mine. They seem to be in a similar strategy as before. Okay, there's Hogaak. Nice. Play Woodland Cemetery. The next turn we have land or waste. We'll go Satyr Wayfinder. And hope to hit a Dredger, of course. They're not doing anything. Okay. Can move this up. Keep stop. Ooh, Icarid is not a good draw. Although we might be hard casting it at some point in this game. What do we find? Oh, nothing. Also no Dredger. We did find a Hogaak, but we already have one. So let's see. They haven't spent any mana. Let's see what they have here. Sudden Edict. Kind of annoying. But we have the glow spores to slowly build towards a Hogaak. Vindicate my land. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Luckily we have another land, but I wouldn't mind drawing another land. If they have another Vindicate, it's going to feel so bad. A tutor, dude. All right, Isolated Chapel. Man, if I had the other land, it would be so much better. Glowspore Shaman. Let's see what we hit. Creeping Chill. I think I am going to put a land on top, and I'm going to put the Guildleaf Palace. I just don't want to get, like, vindicated out of this game. We will exile this, and then next turn we can play Glowspore Shaman, a Putrid Imp, and I can also potentially trade with this guy. Not sure if I want to, but I might. Otherwise they get to keep tutoring. Another Sudden Edict, okay. They boast. Do they have Graveyard Hate in the main deck? I imagine that they do if you're playing this guy. Big appeal is having some sort of toolbox at least. Is Samaru, okay. This is some sort of weenies strategy. There's our Glowspore, green, black. Glowspore Shaman. I was really hoping to hit a Dredger. Do I want a Woodland Cemetery? Don't think that I do. Putrid Imp. And then let's power out this Hogaak. You always want to try and first exile as many non-creatures, because the creatures are relevant, especially the black ones. But they're also relevant for Golgari Gravetroll. Now we have an 8/8. Let's see what they can muster. They did get the tutor and put something on top, so I imagine it's something good. Vindicate my Hogaak. That's fine as long as you don't have Graveyard Hate. They get the tutor again. The nice thing is that we now get to play an altar potentially. So they're going to tutor again. We're going to put down an altar. Oh, and the altar can actually mill their tutor. That's nice. I'm definitely going to do that. I'm 100% to do that, I think. The Icarid. Yeah, I will exile something. We drew Guildleaf Palace, which is not a great draw, but it's also fine. Altar of Dementia. And then I do wanna, let's see how we're gonna do this. I can actually Dregscape Zombie potentially. Does that help me? No, not really. Mill myself to be able to convoke out the Hogaak, I think. I should have attacked them. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. I was blinded. Exile. Play this. No. I do want to mill them. I don't really want to lose my Putrid Imp. So I guess I'm going to lose my Glowspore Shaman. They found another Vindicate. Okay, if that's the best thing they could find, I'm not too worried. They definitely should be at 14. I should have attacked with my... that's a lot of mana. Well, that sort of sucks. Why didn't they tutor for that? Losing the altar is annoying. We mill ourselves. Hogaak still lives. No attacks. I guess their plan is to block my my Hogaak. I'll get back this Putrid Imp. I should have discarded the Icarid. That was another mistake. Well, no, I kind of want to hardcast. What I'll do is I'll attack with both. They maybe want to trade for my Icarid, thinking they may strand my my Hogaak in hand. Well, they might actually, because I don't have enough fodder for it. I'm just gonna go Icarid, I think, and then slam in. They'll trade Varrock, maybe, and then take 6. I'd really regret my missed attack. They have Shambling Vents to gain some life. No! What does this do again? Oh my goodness. Why did they never tutor that? But we do have the Hogaak, but I need to draw another creature. No, they can't enter, so this does nothing. Okay, Putrid Imp. I don't really want to dredge. Man, I botched this game, but this also has lifelink. That's annoying. How many chills have we hit? Just a 1. I think my plan is to still dredge. Thalia's Lancers. What are you getting? Sigrid, God Favored. Okay. Pretty good against my Hogaak plan. Do I want to dredge? This shuts off the Hogaak attack plan also. I think my best bet is to dredge and hope to hit 3 Creeping Chills or something. No. Man, sucks. I botched this game. I really messed it up. Not that we would have won otherwise, I think, but I should have played better. Let's take out this Dregscape Zombie. I definitely want Bone Shards. I'll take out an Altar. It's pretty bad against the Wrath and a bunch of Vindicates. And then I'm worried a little bit about Wheel of Sun and Moon, but at the same time, not really. Let's put in 2 Duresses or 1 Duress. That seems fine. Also, we were unlucky to never actually find the Dredger until it was too late. I'll keep. It's not great, but we have some interaction with this Duress and Glowspore to set up our graveyard. Sudden Edict, Isamaru, and not really anything else. It's not a very strong keep, but I can imagine wanting to just keep it. Caves, Isamaru. Yep. We're looking for Dredgers or, well, not in hand. Yeah, that's a fine draw too. I was going to say mill cards. And then hoping to hit a Dredger on this one. Okay, we hit a Dredger and an Icarid, but it can't come back yet. I could block and then get the Icarid back, but that doesn't really accomplish anything if my goal is to get a Hogaak out. Ah, come on. That sucks. Okay, if they want to trade 2 for 3, that's fine. This cannot come back. Yeah, let's play this. Green, black, Glowspore. Don't really want another land. I want to exile the land so I can keep 1 Icarid. Okay, so turn 3 Hogaak. We do have an Altar to hopefully keep milling. Don't have Vindicate. Ah, the guy's sort of annoying too. Vigilance, Menace, Lifeless. That cannot come back. They do have a lot of incidental hate. So what can we do? It does have Menace. I can attack with the Hogaak, mill myself, and then replay the Hogaak from hand and have a more stocked graveyard. But as long as his Kunaros is out there, I can't really do anything with my graveyard. So I think I'm just gonna, well, I give it Vigilance, my Hogaak, but then I don't attack with these. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I can still hit Creeping Chills. So Altar, it's a little risky because if they like Vindicate my Hogaak, then I'm stuck. And we mill the Bone Shards, which is pretty important as the only real answer to their dude. I'll exile Hogaak, it's fine. So no removal for our Hogaak, please. I guess they can still attack and it has Vigilance. Yeah. Didn't really accomplish much. Well, not nothing. Arguel's Bloodfast. Okay. I think my plan is just to dredge into Creeping Chills. Oh, that's 2 of them. So they're down to 8. What if I attack with everything? Then they do have to make a block or they have to have a removal spell. So let's attack. Block there, block there. Okay. We've killed their annoying creature. And I think I just play a Stinkweed Imp and pass. All right. We have 1 more Creeping Chill. Oh, they're going to pay life. Don't know what they could draw, especially now they're on 1. All right, we got there. Nice, nice, nice. Really wish I had another Bone Shards, but we don't. I think I will put in Ground Seal over Duress to fight Clings. Yeah, I don't know what else I could do. Yeah, let's run it. All right, this is a reasonable hand with a turn 1 Putrid Imp to set up some Dredgers. Don't have a second creature, but can't really be mulliganing hands like this. I have 2 lands, which is nice. Ooh, and actually, what I think I should do is play the Putrid Imp. And on their upkeep, I'm going to discard the Grave Troll or the Stinkweed Imp. Let's do this. No, let's do the Grave Troll. And then if they have Sudden Edict, I still have my Dredger. Okay, they have the Cling. But otherwise, I'm still in trouble. Now I don't need to do it because there's no way they can Sudden Edict me again because they don't have 2 mana. Hopefully there's not a second Cling because then our hand is real bad. Doesn't look like it. Yes. Let's just get out our Altar and then on their upkeep. Well, no, I should do it now, my own turn. Because otherwise they can still Sudden Edict me if they're smart. I don't want to see Kunaros. That's the worst card for me. I have Vecna. That is fine. Paying life to draw cards is fine by me. That's less fine. Come on, Seda Wayfinder is the draw we want. Ground Seal's a little late, but still a redraw at least. Okay, Hogaak. Now we just need to find another creature. If we find another creature that is a Seda Wayfinder or something, then something that puts in. No, with the Putrid Imp, we should be able to. Oh, they're going to be paying life to just draw more cards. Are they going to pop the Lantern? Yeah. Okay. So we need a Dredger or a Seda Wayfinder. Glowspore Shaman will take. This doesn't set up Hogaak this turn though. We just find 2 more Hogaaks in the graveyard. I'm going to put the land here so that next turn we can get out a Hogaak by exiling our entire graveyard and discarding all the cards that we draw. They decide not to pay to draw more cards. Did I have a cling? What is this? Blow up my altar. Yeah, that works. I don't want to mill anything. No! Stop it. Okay, there goes my graveyard again. We're only beating down for 4, so we need another Seder Wayfinder or something. Draw just a land. Attack for 4. They also have this lifelinker, so the medium beatdown plan is unlikely to work. Come on! Another lantern. I guess we'll play this. Now just sit here for a bunch. Man, that was a slog. Cling, lantern, lantern, lantern. We're still in it. Yep, okay. Yeah, you can gain some life. Llanowar Mentor. Do I want to trade my... Oh, wait. I was going to say, do I want to trade my Isla or their guy? Maybe I should have attacked. Yeah, I should have attacked. I'm going to mill myself, sacrificing this. And now I'm just going to put a Hogaak into play. Wait, no. I don't have enough. Okay, this is tricky because if they're smart, they respond by popping the lantern. Oh, they don't. Nice. Okay. Maybe they have removal for Hogaak. I don't know. I gotta try. They could have responded to the Putrid Imp. At least we have Hogaak. Our big boy is out there. Timoret 2? How they say that they weren't sure that their deck could beat mine. They have so much hate. I guess Timoret doesn't work with the Ground Seal out there, so you see the power of Ground Seal here. Still gonna attack. Gotta do something. I can't just sit here and do nothing. They go down to 6. If I play the Seder Wayfinder, yeah, I think I have to try and get Hogaak out. Okay, this is too early. Now they should have waited, but I'm happy. We have one more Hogaak in the deck, I think. I think I'll take a land, the forest, play the forest. I guess I could have made a dude as well, which may have been better. What is this? The Ruinous Blast? Obsidat. What a slog. I'm gonna get back the Icarid. And we drew another land. Not a good... let's attack with Icarid. Let's see if they want to block with one of their lands, maybe. Looks like no. Go down to 5. We sack this to mill ourselves. At least we found another black creature to get back Icarid next turn as well. They attack with the Shambling Vents to gain life. I guess they're gaining life with Obsidat as well. Oh, man, this is such a rough game. It's such a grind. It's fun, but you can see that this deck can also still grind. Okay, they're also paying life to draw cards. Another Shambling Vent. Yep, fire one up. I'm gonna block there and then mill myself. Ooh, hit another City Wayfinder. I would have loved to draw that one, actually. They don't get any life. If we can hit a Creeping Chill, maybe we can win. This could go to the sky. No, let's think. Icarid comes back, can attack for 3. They can block with Timoret. Then I can get in with 4 creatures. They would go down to 1. I think I'm not gonna... There's a scenario where I mill myself with this Llanowar Elf or this Putrid Imp to try and find a Dredger and maybe hit more chills. I think it's not worth it though. Get back to Putrid or the Icarid. Oh, we draw Hogaak. Wow, that is a draw. That is quite the draw, actually. The lost Hogaak in the deck. Play out that. How many Creeping Chills do we have left? 1 is gone. 2 is gone. I can mill myself for 16 by sacking Hogaak, convoking out Hogaak, sacking it again. And then I have 3 more from the Icarid. So that's 19, 20, 21, and this will be 2. So 23. So if the Creeping Chill is the lost card in my deck, this doesn't work. Otherwise, it does work. That's super tempting. I think I should do this. Yeah, let's go for it. There's one. I didn't mulligan to put the Creeping Chill back. Oh, I don't remember if I mulliganed and put a Creeping Chill on the bottom. I don't think so. Let's see. This is, yeah, I'm going to be 1 short to mill my entire deck, right? 1, 3, there's another 1. Okay, well, if I mulligan and put 1 on the bottom, I'm an idiot. But no, there it is. All right, nice. No instant speed life gain. Ah, sweet. All right, we won this match. What a slog. But that was awesome. That was awesome. And I'm glad I found the line with the altar milling the Creeping Chill. So you don't need altar to combo with bridge. You can just mill or combo it with Creeping Chill. 2-0, on to the next one. Round 3. We're on the play. We have a double Seder Wayfinder. So we won't have a turn 2 Hogaak, but we have a decent shot at a turn 3. And then we have lands, we have altar. Creeping Chill's not a good one, but The rest is. So Llanowar Waste first. They start on an island. I mean, what else do you expect from someone named Counterspell? That's a poor draw. Creeping Chill's the worst. And Satyr Wayfinder mills us a Hogaak and another Creeping Chill and an Icarid. So let's exile this. Sometimes you don't want to exile their chills because you want to set up a Hogaak with them, but I think we can do it here. Glimmerpost. That is some sort of Cloudpost blue deck. Maze Mine Tome, sure. Some slow value. I think what I do here is not get back the Icarid, just play Satyr Wayfinder and then exile everything but the Icarid depending on what we mill. I think getting the chip damage from the Icarid is not worth giving up a Hogaak, so I won't exile. Oh, that's the card that makes it so he could do everything. Because then I can just discard these chills and feed those to the Hogaak. The fact that we didn't hit a land off of Satyr Wayfinder. Okay, they just scoop it up. Sure, I'll accept. The fact that we didn't hit a land on the Satyr Wayfinders makes chills not as worthwhile because we found a dredger and we'll likely keep dredging. Anyways, we won. Let's go for game 2. I think I don't know what the galore response is. I might want an Ancient Grudge. Take out this zombie. Put in 1 or 2 duress. Take out an altar. And I'll take on an Icarid. I just want to board fairly light, especially if I don't know what I'm boarding against. I can board in a bunch of ounces and then be wrong, and that's worse. I'd rather just have a consistent engine. I'm asking the questions, they need to come up with the answers. This is a reasonable keep. We can go Llanowar Mentor off of these Guildleaf Palace. The second one will come in tapped. That's okay. They started on a Glimmerpost. The fact that they have Glimmerpost might mean that I should be boarding out some chills because the life drain is not as relevant, or at least I can't just hit them for a bunch and then be assured to kill them with just mills. Repeal really sucks here. What do you want to draw? Not that one. Yeah, let's just play this. This can be tapped. That's fine. Cloudpost. Not another repeal, but it looks like it. Oh, Thematic Compass. Sure. Let's discard Stinkweed Imp. We can't really make a Hogaak this turn. Wow, that's a bad dredge. We're not doing anything. We do have a Hogaak next turn. They've got their engine online. Lantern of the Lost. Sure. Exiling that. I think I'm just gonna take a draw step. Yeah, let's just take a draw step. And then I'm going to discard Creeping Chill, make a dude, and then convoke out a Hogaak. If they have a counter spell as well, then fine. Looks like they do. All right. Memory lapse. That sucks. I think what we're gonna do here, solemn, sure, is discard the Stinkweed Imp and then see if they want to pop the Lantern because of that. I don't really want to draw the Hogaak, and then at least I've gotten rid of the first Lantern. Second Lantern. Yeah, we're going to have to slog through these anyway. All right. Yep. We still get our Elf. I could play an Icarid, attack with that. Thirst for Knowledge as well. Hogaak doesn't do anything. I'm just going to take this chance to resolve this altar. They discarded a Sundering Titan. Sundering Titan doesn't do anything versus me at the moment. Ark of Oraska. Mindslaver. Yeah, we're done here then. I think I can maybe win through it, but I don't really want to try. Maybe another duress. And then take out what? A Creeping Chill. Don't love diluting my own engine, but let's try. I think on the play, we should be favored. So maybe I'm giving them too much respect. Yeah, this is pretty good. It's unlikely they can stop the first dredge, and then hopefully we can Hogaak as well. So let's go Llanowar Mentor, pass, Island, Lantern of the Lost. Okay, well, I guess we get 1 turn of dredging. Yep, exile this. And if they don't do anything, I'm not gonna dredge because I have the Icarid here, which together with the Hogaak in my hand, I can Hogaak already. Inscribed Tablet. Yep. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in graveyard. I could just eat all of this, just play a Hogaak. I think that's the line. No. I can actually play this Mentor as well, and then leave an Icarid. Oh, they're gonna pop my... Yeah, I shouldn't have played that. I should have just played the Hogaak, delved away an extra card, I guess. It's fine. No, Do I take the 2 damage, or do I just dredge the troll? Or put the troll in the graveyard? I think I do that. Okay, Cloudpost. Let's discard the troll. Dredge again. There's a Hogaak. And then what I could also do here is just play the Grave Troll and then get the Hogaak out of the yard. No counterspell. All right. We're in good shape. All right. I don't know what good answers they have for this. We have a pretty sizable board. I don't think they have board wipes. Look for land. Find Cloudpost. Play the Cloudpost. I think on upkeep, I'm going to sack my Grave Troll. It seems better. We can dredge the troll. Not amazing hits. Now I can make another troll, which is quite big. Attack in with the Hogaak, or I can mill some more and have like a vigilant Hogaak. Let's just play the troll first. I think I'm going to do that anyways. So I have a counterspell for this, then so be it. Okay, no. Still think it's better to just attack with... I can attack with 2 creatures, actually. So I hit them down for 9. Gonna repeal my guy. Aetherize. Sack this. That's fine. That guy goes back to hand. I want it in my hand, I think. And then get Hogaak out again and pass. At some point, I'm going to be able to mill them. Glimmerpost. Annoying. Thematic Compass. Lodestone Golem. Sure. I think we want to get this back. And I can dredge the Stinkweed Imp. There's an Ancient Grudge, so we can kill this Lodestone Golem. If we spend all of our mana on that. Well, maybe not all of our mana. Grudge your Golem. A counterspell for this. Negate. Sure. How many chills have I hit? 2, so there's 1 left in the deck. Attack, attack, attack. Do I want to attack with more? No, I think just these. Okay, they're going out of 2. We have 1 chill left in the deck, and I can mill myself for quite a bit. Yeah, I can mill myself for enough. So this should be enough. All right, and they scoop it up. We win. Nice. 3-0, off to a good start. Round 4. We're on the draw with this hand. I think on the draw, just having a Glowspore Shaman isn't good enough. It doesn't put a turn 3 Hogaak into play unless we find a Dredger. So let's mull. This is not much better. Let's mull again. Okay, this is keepable. Bottom the chill, bottom the Icarid, and then just play 2 Glowspore Shamans and hope to get somewhere. Secluded Courtyard. Okay. What is the creature type? Elf. I haven't played against elves yet, but I imagine we might be in trouble. Let's play Woodland Cemetery, pass. Next turn, we'll play the Guiltleaf Palace. So how explosive is their draw? I also don't have much in the sideboard for this matchup besides 2 Bone Shards. Finthorn Elves, sure. Because there's not a lot of creature decks in the meta right now. Bramblewood Paragon, so there's some sort of warriors strategy. Okay, that's another elf. Let's reveal this. And play Glowspore, looking for Dredgers. We found a Hogaak and a Dregscape zombie, and a Llanowar Mentor. So next turn, we will be making a Hogaak. What is this? Archdread, some Lord, Imperious Perfect. So it is a Lord. I think I might actually trade here if they give me the option. Elves of Deep Shadow, yep. Am I gonna get the option to trade? Nope. Guiltleaf Palace, sure, reveal that. Play the Glowspore, mill some cards. Nope, don't want to put a land on top. Play Greenseeker, and then just Hogaak from the graveyard. I think so. And then just tapping all my other dudes. So we have our big boy. They have 1 card in hand. They can swarm us maybe. And we don't have anything else to fill up our graveyard at the moment. And then we'll pass. Maybe I should have actually kept up a Glowspore Shaman, just played the Hogaak from hand. The surprise element I don't think is too relevant. And the blocker might be. Elves of Deep Shadow, no cards in hand. So this is what we need to beat, which is doable. They can start making some tokens with Imperious Perfect. We'll need something, I imagine. No attack, so they're going to be making a token. We find a Stinkweed Imp, which we can discard to Greenseeker to get our Dredge string going. Play a land. I can send with the Hogaak. I think I do want to put some pressure, so let's do that. Yeah, let's send with the Hogaak. And actually, a baby joined our party. He's grumpy and he doesn't want to sleep. All right, let's attack, see if they block. I'm just going to make a token to block. Maybe they gang block it, which is fine too. Looks like they are planning to triple block. Yeah, let's kill your token, kill 2 elves. I'm fine with this. Then I think we just pass. If they find some sort of card draw engine, then it gets scary. Otherwise, it's not so much. Or another lord that does something scary. Bow of Nylea. Ooh, this can do something with graveyards, right? Let's see. Put up to 4 cards from a graveyard on the bottom of your library in any order. From your graveyard. Encounters life and 2 damage to target creature with flying. So I don't care about any of these abilities really. Triple Death Touch is a nice combination. That can actually do some work. Are they gonna attack? Let's discard Stinkweed Imp. We'll get a land. This land will help us cast a Golgari Grave Troll. Should we find one? Find a Creeping Chill. That's nice. There's a Grave Troll as well. Yes. Play a land. And then I guess we Hogaak. We also just play Stinkweed Imp. And then Hogaak with 4 cards. So we only need to exile 3. So we'll take out the Woodland Cemetery, this Hogaak, and the Dredge Cape Zombie. Don't imagine that will be relevant. And then we pass. They're going to make another token. We've milled 1 chill so far. We do want to get some damage in, but maybe we can make a big attack next turn. Another Paragon. So they can make pretty big Elf Warrior tokens that way. It's going to be a slog. I think maybe we don't get back Icarid. And instead, I just make a bigger Grave Troll and wait for a turn where there might be more Icarids in the graveyard to really go around what they have on the board. I'm definitely swinging with Hogaak though, that's for sure. Okay, I'll take my 3. If I block here, my Hogaak is just going to die, and I don't want that. This is a game where an altar would have been nice, because I think it's easier to kill them by milling than through combat. I think we'll get there, but we'll see. No, I don't think I want to Icarid. Do I? No, not really. They can make a 4/4 token. So let's Grave Troll. Okay, now I have 2 Icarids. That's more interesting. Send with Stinkweed Imp in the air and with Hogaak on the ground. Yep, make another token. If they don't block, they go down to 8. And then they're dead to chills. Unless they gain life with a bow. Okay, they decide to gang block again. So we get to kill all their creatures and just recast this Hogaak. Oh, I guess they get to put a counter. I should have killed the 4/4. Yeah, it's fine either way. I didn't realize they still had 2 mana left. Yeah, make that one bigger. So the warrior token survives. Still clean up a pretty nice portion of their board. Play a big troll. And then this can go, I can take out a Putrid Imp, tap that and that. And I need to delve away one more thing. Another Putrid. Now we have 2 8/8s. We can maybe do some swarming with these Icarids. I've already exiled 2 altars. I was thinking maybe I should take a natural draw looking to find an altar, but I think that's not the line. Opponent thought for a while and then decided, we'll see if they're going to attack. They thought a little bit more and then decided not to attack and not to do anything. So let's see. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers because they make another token. I think this is a turn where I do want to get back some Icarids. So let's go get the Icarids. Exile Putrid Imp. Exile Stinkweed Imp. Dredge Stinkweed Imp. Hit a Creeping Chill. Nice. And we found another Grave Troll. Also very nice. Then let's attack. I'm actually going to send with everything but the Green Seeker. The Green Seeker can convoke out Hogaak together with Stinkweed Imp potentially. As I imagine, some of my creatures will die or they will die. They're going to make a token. That's a 4/4. So those can eat Glowspore Shamans. But Glowspore Shamans that die feed the Icarids and also mean that Hogaak or maybe Grave Troll gets through for some damage. So they would take 7 damage and maybe put a counter on this Paragon so it doesn't die. Oh, and they wanted to activate the bow. All right, no activation. They just block like this. Bunch of stuff dies. They go down to 5. They have 2 creatures on the battlefield left. We go cast Stinkweed Imp. Convoke out. The troll will find us more stuff for these Icarids. The one Icarid can eat the other if need be. But I think we'll get there with what we have. All right, they concede. Nice. Took a long time, but they did concede. Game 2. I want the Bone Shards. I can leave the Dregscape Zombie. And maybe an Icarid. As they just have a lot of jumpers for this. I don't think I need any anti-hate. I haven't seen any Elves deck run real dedicated hate. Maybe they have a Lantern, but like I said before, we don't board in Onces for Lantern. Well, this hand is garbage, so we can easily mulligan. This hand is not that much better, but I guess enough better that we keep. And I think I'm gonna put back, yeah, we put back the Hogaak, and then we can play our elf on turn 2, Stinkweed Imp on turn 3, and then potentially mill it. Let's play Guildleaf Palace. Future Imp is a great draw because now everything goes a lot faster. But I'm sad that it put away the Hogaak because I would much rather have a more guaranteed one. Now we just need to hope that the other 3 are near the top of our deck, at least one of them. Okay, there is the Paragon. And then we'll wait till upkeep to discard the Stinkweed Imp. So it can potentially get flying, or it gets flying and can potentially get in, should we not find a Hogaak. Well, there's a Hogaak. Play this land, play Glowspore Shaman, and then we're gonna put in a turn 2 Hogaak, and they missed a land drop as well. So it's going to be tough. No, don't want to put a land on top because we're going to be dredging. We will trigger this chill. And then let's go make ourselves a Hogaak. And we can leave exactly Stinkweed Imp. Otherwise, we could have discarded this other Stinkweed Imp. So it's not a big deal. But turn 2 Hogaak versus an opponent that's mana screwed is a lot of pressure. And this is why I built the deck the way that I built it. I want to maximize turn 2 Hogaak. The bridge combos are nice, but they're not very consistent. And they can be a bit clunky, whereas my deck, I think, is pretty consistent. Another Paragon I don't really care about. We have plenty of power right now to crash through. And a Finthorn Elves, okay. And then we get to dredge 5 more cards into the graveyard. Another Hogaak, an Icarid, a Golgari Grave Troll. Let's play Altar of Dementia. I think I'm just going to attack with my Hogaak. And then post-combat, mill myself and convoke it out again. They do not block, so they go down to 9. So our creeping chills are lethal. We've only had 1 so far. So sack Hogaak, get a more juicy graveyard. No chills, but we have some stuff. And this. So we have Grave Trolls, we have another Icarid. We have stuff to work with. Elvish Promenade. Warrior tokens. Oh, there's 3/3s. That is cool. Okay. I guess we have some sort of a game on our hands, but the chills should kill them. So maybe we just go for a more combo-y line then, where we just mill our deck. Or Icarid comes back, eats the Putrid Imp, and then we dredge the Grave Troll. No creeping chills. What I can do, I'll discard this Grave Troll to the Putrid Imp, give that flying. It's another 2 damage. Then attack with the Icarid, the Hogaak, and the Putrid Imp. They're going to make some blocks, I imagine, on the Hogaak with the tokens. So we kill 2 tokens. Oh, they take the damage from the Icarid. Oh, nice, nice. Down to 4. So now I only need to hit 2 chills. So let's mill ourselves with the Icarid. And there's the 2 chills. GG. I love this deck. It just works so well. Hogaak with creeping chills. You just need to get in a couple hits, and then the mills can just do the rest. All right, 4-0. On to the final. Final round. Let's see if we can get some turn 2 Hogaaks. This hand has a lot. Doesn't have a dredger though. These Icarids aren't great. I think as awesome as this hand looks, I have to put it back. What does it otherwise do? I guess I make it like a turn 3 Icarid. No, let's mull. I guess I keep this hand. We bottom the creeping chill. We're on the draw. Okay. Island Ponder. Is this High Tide? They chose to shuffle. Oh, that's perfect. That's a very nice draw. Okay, now this hand became real good. As long as his mentor doesn't get interacted with, because now we can get a turn 2 Hogaak. We discard the Grave Troll. We dredge the Grave Troll. Play a land. Play the mentor. Convoke out the Grave Troll or the Hogaak with the cards that we dredged and the mentor and the elf token. So now this hand's pretty good. Playing against High Tide is always a little scary. They might have a counter spell here, which is annoying but not the end of the world. Dredge Grave Troll. All right, there's a lot of Hogaaks and a chill that we can still exile. Then we play the mentor. That resolves as well. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we used all parts of the buffalo to get this Hogaak out. We have a turn 2 Hogaak. We have 11 power in play. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We could still be dead. This looks like High Tide. So if they have like High Tide, Frantic Surge, and just go off from here, then we're likely dead. But otherwise, we are looking pretty good. No, don't do it. Oh, double High Tide even. That would suck. I mean, they're forced to go for it, I think, as well. Whoa, they just treasure cruised? That's not a good use of 2 high tides, I don't think. Let's dredge. We're really looking for chills. They're at 15, so I can put them down to 5. I think it doesn't really matter if they're on 5 or on 6. So just attack with both of these. Put them down to 6. 2 chills are lethal. I'll just put the grave troll in the graveyard now, make another token, and they need to win this turn. We have a grave troll in the graveyard to dredge, and yeah, all right, they scoop. Nice. So high tide, we have the guttural responses and a couple duress. Take out this Dregscape zombie. I think this is gonna be removed from the deck. It didn't really come up much. I'll take out an Icarid. I'll take out a Glowspore Shaman and an Altar. And then I don't really think I want to do more than this. I think you can board like max 4 to 6 cards, but 6 is a lot. You're really cutting into the engines of the deck then. Yeah, I think I like it like this. A no land hand. And even if we had land, it wouldn't be that good. So let's mull. This is a lot of lands, but it's good enough. Put back a forest. So we're really banking on this grave troll to do some work. Maybe I should even mull. We're on the draw. Let's see what we draw. Another land. Well, let's use that. And then we can get a turn 3 Hogaak for sure, I think. Our opponent hasn't done anything yet. Discard the grave troll. Dredge. Okay. There's a Hogaak and an Icarid. The Icarid we won't be able to get back next turn. So I think we're setting up for a potential turn 4 kill, which they can definitely race with a good hand. Discard the grave troll. I think I'm not getting back the Icarid. I just want the Hogaak. If I hit an Hogaak off of my grave troll, then maybe it's a shame, but I don't think it's worth. We wouldn't have gotten there. Actually, we didn't get many black creatures either. So let's convoke out the Hogaak, taking the altar, the land, the land, the land, and the altar, leaving as many creatures as we can. Play this and pass. 3 mana. Oh, they didn't do anything. Just took their turn. Gataxian Probe for life. So this is the turn that they have to go off now. There's High Tide. Let's see it. 6 mana. Pour over the pages. Yep. We can just F6 and then see what happens. Opponent is playing some cards, drawing some cards, making some more mana with High Tide, Mission Briefing, or Muddle the Mixture for Mission Briefing even. I imagine we're dead. They've made quite a bit of mana, and they've seen quite a bit of their deck, so they should be able to get a kill from here, but let's just let them play it out. All right, our opponent is now at 19 cards left in their deck. Okay, down to 11. If they probe themselves one more time and then mill my library with Brain Freeze, I could still win. Looks like we're at the point where they actually kill me. And it's most likely with Blue Sun Zenith. Yep, Blue Sun Zenith for 52. We lose. All right. But now we get to be on the play. I think I want the Icarid back and the Glowspore Shaman. And I think I'm taking out the Duresses. I just want to be super fast and try and just get them dead. And now I'm on the play. So it's more likely that we can race them. So let's just have an optimal engine. And then we still have the 2 guttural responses to kind of get him. Yep. I think I'll keep this. I don't have a Dredger, but we do have this Satyr Wayfinder, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's close, but I think it's keepable. Start here. Go Putrid Imp. If we don't find a Hogaak or a Dredger, we might be dead in the water. I don't think I can put back a hand like this. Probe for life. Having a chill in hand is kind of sucky. Don't draw another, please. Stinkweed Imp. Okay. We did find a Dredger. Satyr Wayfinder. Yeah, let's just take the land and attack with the Putrid Imp. And then discard the Icarid on their turn so we can exile it and get it back. We haven't found a Hogaak yet, so we really need this Stinkweed Imp to find us that Hogaak. Ponder. They chose to shuffle, which is good for us. And step, discard the Icarid. And then we'll exile the Glowspore Shaman. Dredge the Stinky. Ah, no Hogaak. That's not good. Play this Llanowar Mentor. Play a Woodland Cemetery. And I guess we just go bashing. Pretty poor clock. They're down to 12. Icarid dies. Oh, damn it. I should have had an extra damage. I should have already discarded this Stinkweed Imp to the Putrid Imp. Because that way I would have dealt 1 more damage. Not super relevant, but it could be. Discard Stinky. I'm going to keep the other Stinkweed Imp in hand to discard to the land or Mentor to make another token. So let's do that. And then exile one Stinkweed Imp to the Icarid, dredge this Stinkweed Imp, another Creeping Chill, nice. And we can attack for 6. So they're down to 3. They're dead next turn. But we got them to turn 4, which is the turn that it gets really quite scary. So we did our best. We didn't have a very good draw. I mean, I had a decent opener with some problems, but decent enough to try. We didn't find a Hogaak in the nearly the top half of our deck. We could very well be dead here. Yeah, there's High Tide. They haven't done a lot of selection beforehand, so maybe they break. Pour of the Pages is not a break. I'm just going to discard this Stinkweed Imp so I can F6. They found a turnabout, so that's a lot of mana. Do they have the cards? Ponder, we want to see a shuffle here. And it chose to not shuffle. It looks like we are going to die in the finals to what probably is actually the best deck in the format, High Tide. It's so consistent, has so much draw. Doubling your mana for 1 mana in a turn is just crazy. But I still like our deck. I think if you go into a tournament where you can expect more High Tide, it probably is a good idea to play more Guttural Response. I think in leagues, there's just so much random stuff that you have to diversify your sideboard a little bit. Overall, I'm not unhappy. If we also would have dredged one more Creeping Chill, we would have been able to kill them. Or maybe found an Icarid sooner or something. It's pretty close. You can definitely pressure the High Tide deck meaningfully to try and win this matchup. Oh, wow. They're resolving trade secrets. You are dead if I dredge into a Creeping Chill, so let's try. We didn't hit a Creeping Chill. Let's see if they want to go again. Oh, wait, we can choose if we want to repeat it. Do I have another Dredger? No, we didn't hit another Dredger. Ugh. And we don't have... Oh, I can't discard in between to the Stinkweed Imp. Then no, I don't want to repeat it. I kind of hope that they play another. What's the chance of that happening? We even got a chance to maybe win this game, but just a little unlucky. Well, I mean, it's not super unlucky to be fair. That the last 2 chills are in the bottom half of our deck makes some statistical sense. I mean, I really hope they go for another Trade Secrets. That would be awesome. Treasure Cruise. Let's just discard our Stinkies in case they go for another Trade Secret. I doubt it, but there's a world where it happens. Then we can F6 again. Our opponent also used his mana or used his turnabout to tap our lands. I guess because they were going to cast Trade Secrets and they didn't want us to draw into Guttural Response. Are they going to brick? Oh no, they probe. They're down to 1 life. That one turn that I didn't pop my Putrid Imp. They can only do that now because of that one turn that I didn't pump my Putrid Imp. That sucks. Oh, that feels so bad. So we should have... Well, they would have not probed for life here. And I guess they still have 1 mana left, so they would have gotten there still. But you can see how much it matters, or can matter. We're back to hoping our opponent casts Trade Secrets. But it looks like we're at the stage where they're just going to cast the Zenith. We're going to lose. I mean, I can dredge the Stinkweed Imps and the Grave Troll and another Grave Troll. Now just don't use my replacement effects. But I think I still deck out before. We have Creeping Chill on the stack, but we draw before. That was unfortunate. Close to a 5-0. Tough matchup in the finals, but let's look at the deck and make some changes. All right, well, 4-1, not bad. Losing to High Tide, that's a matchup you might want to shore up. Like I said in the video, maybe in the tournaments you want to put in more Guttural Response and then caught maybe a Ray of Revelation or a Ground Seal or something for those last 2 Guttural Response. In the leagues, I think you need some more random stuff because there's a lot of people playing random things. And the only real change I would make is cut this Dregscape Zombie and actually add in, what's the card name? The extra Dredger. So you could add in a Deckmore Salvage, which dredges 2, but I think you want to add in a Shambling Shell. It's not a great Dredger, it's actually a pretty poor one. But during the league, we had some hands where we had a turn 1 discard outlet. We even added another discard outlet, but just we're lacking the Dredger. And I think then the Shambling Shell is just the next best thing. The trick with the Unearth guy is just not relevant enough. And I think having the extra Dredger, albeit a bad one, is still good. It's the same with Satyr Wayfinder milling 4 and Glowspore Shaman milling 3. Glowspore Shaman is worse, but it's still good. And I think even this mills two less than Stink with Imp, I feel like it's relevant enough to just want to have that to up the consistency. This deck is really just trying to be a machine, not too cute. Turn 2 Hogaak, attack once, and then just nickel and dime people with Creeping Chill and Icarus. That's the deck. Hogaak, I think, will be a contender. I think this is the best build I've gotten. Curious to see if others find something else. Let me know if there's decks you want to have me try in a video, and I'll consider it. If there's cards you would like to see me brew around, I can consider that too, although I can't make any promises. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.